What it be, my nation? Free agent frenzy has begun. All kinds of breaking news. Not so much smoke, but a whole lot of fire. Josh Jacobs will not be returning to the Las Vegas Raiders. Christian Wilkins from the Miami Dolphins is plugging up the middle for the Las Vegas Raiders. Max Crosby is able to just roam free, exactly like AP said in his interview. Also, Gardner Minshew, a Las Vegas Raider. That and more on Raiders Rebel Unleashed. Let's get unleashed, baby. Got them Raider lokes. What it do, nation? News around our Las Vegas Raiders, and then I'll give you my take at the end of the show, so stick around. You won't want to miss it. Welcome to the show, Raiders Rebel Unleashed. Josh Jacobs will not be returning to the silver and black. It is very unfortunate, but at 4 years, $48 million, kudos to you, my man. You finally got your bag. You deserve it. In my eyes, once a Raider, always a Raider. You will be a Raider for life. Sad to see you go. Glad you got your money. That's way too rich for my blood, especially with the season he had last year. So I hope Josh Jacobs has a great career in Green Bay. Hopefully not as good as he did 2 years ago with us, but we'll see. Also, breaking news. Christian Wilkins of the Miami Dolphins is now a Las Vegas Raider. The middle is solidified. Man, Max Crosby and Malcolm Koonce get to roam free. Tyree Wilson gets to be a dog finally. Playing next to him, I don't know. Do we go get somebody else? Do we bring in Leonard Williams? He also wants to be a Raider. Man, wouldn't that be sweet? Leonard Williams and Christian Wilkins in the middle with Max Crosby and Malcolm Koonce swapping out Tyree on the outside. Raider Nation. We can only dream. But as you see in today's free agency, in this frenzy, anything can happen. Also, breaking news, Gardner Minshew is a Las Vegas Raider? Yes, it's true. It's not official till Wednesday, but reports are Gardner Minshew will be a Las Vegas Raider. Las Vegas Nation, grade this A through D in the chat below. A, of course, being the best, D being not the greatest. I'll give you my grade if you stick around and watch coming up later on the show. So, sack that thumbs up. Give me a Mad Max kick on that subscribe bell. And if you're vibing with this content, as always, tickle them noties. Lets me know you're vibing with this content and you'd like to be notified when new content is dropped. Gardner Minshew, a Las Vegas Raider. Man, I think this is absolutely huge. No, go ahead. Boo, 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 you're trash. Whatever in the comments. Say what you got to say. But go watch my videos. I've been right on a lot of stuff. Gardner Minshew is an A. Not an A plus. I'll give it an A minus. The reason being an A is because Gardner Minshew brought Jalen Hurts along. Jalen Hurts is an absolute beast coming out of Alabama, but the kid needed some work. Gardner Minshew was there for a shoulder to rely on to bring him along. Then he got the starting job when he got hurt. Then he goes in free agency, goes and gets him a bag, signs to the Colts. They go get Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson comes in, plays like a dog for 4 games, just rolling, has the team fired up. Everybody's thinking, oh my God, we moved up for the right person. He gets hurt, shoulder out for the season. In comes superhero Uncle Minshew to the rescue. Gardner Minshew comes in, takes them to the playoffs, shuts down our Las Vegas Raiders playoff hopes. The defense just couldn't get to that offensive line, man. Max Crosby and the rest of the defense just couldn't penetrate. Gardner Minshew, when they did get through, he was on the run. Little ass boy just kept running. So he's going to come to the Las Vegas Raiders, and I think this is a great plan. Like I said, he brought Anthony Richardson along. Anthony Richardson did awesome his first 4 games, in my opinion, as a rookie. But Gardner Minshew came in, took them to the playoffs. And I think a lot of Richardson's success has to do with Gardner Minshew. A lot of Jalen Hurts' success has to do with Gardner Minshew. I think the Raiders seen that in Gardner, and they seen that when he whooped our ass and knocked us out of the playoffs last year. And AP, I think, really likes his grit, his toughness, especially the way he was up in Max Crosby's face talking shit, saying why Max Crosby, why man, he's an angry person. Why is he so angry? And Max Crosby just calling him little ass boy, which was hilarious. So little ass boy will be paired with Max Crosby, and Max Crosby will be trying to smack little ass boy. I guess you won't get to hit him too much in practice, but he will be welcome to the Raiders, I'm sure. Like I said, I think it's a great move, especially if we go get a young quarterback like JD5 in the draft, or even if we roll with AOC, which I think is going to be the best bet. I think Gardner Minshew possibly will beat out AOC, but man, if AOC plays like he did in the last 6 games, I don't think anybody's going to take that job. And I know he will get much better than he was last year because the man just has that dog in him. And the 1-2, he's in the facility first thing in the morning, one of the first players in there, one of the last to leave. The kid just has that heart and that dog in him. So I believe he will be the starter for the Las Vegas Raiders. Gardner Minshew is probably going to be a backup, but we need a veteran quarterback with Jimmy G's going to be released, not if but when. Brian Horier's already been released. So we need a veteran quarterback to come in, and I still think, hear me out, Raiders Rebel Unleashed. Mark my words, go check the tape. I love the thing about YouTube is there's always tape. I've been saying and saying and saying Justin Fields was going to be a Raider. Everybody said when they went and got Luke Getsy that all that shit was out the window. Justin Fields was not going to be a Raider because him and Getsy didn't get along. I call smoke and caps on all of that. I don't think they have any beef. If you listen to Justin Fields in the interviews that he talked about Getsy, he talked very highly of Getsy. And when Getsy talked about Justin Fields, he talked very highly of Justin Fields. Justin Fields, when they got DJ Moore in Chicago last year, started to come along. He got hurt. And then when he came back in after being hurt, he played his best season as a Chicago Bear, in my opinion. Getsy brought him along, and as part of that success for Justin Fields. And I think he's a lot more smarter quarterback going into his 3rd, 4th year, whatever it is. And I think the Raiders are still going to go get him. I think Getsy spoke very highly of Justin Fields. He knows Justin Fields. He knows what Justin Fields can do. And I know the Raiders know what Justin Fields can do. So I think Justin Fields is still a very, very high possibility that we make a trade, possibly a 3rd or 4th round, throwing Hunter Renfrow. I'm sure anybody could use Hunter Renfrow at the slot. Everybody say he's washed up. I say it was just Dick Daniels that ruined his career. I know he started to fumble late. He had some concussions. He was hurt. He's not that big of a guy, but I still think Hunter Renfrow has some years in the NFL and would be a great fit for the Chicago Bears, especially if they're going to go bring in a young quarterback like Caleb Williams in the draft, which I don't think that's happening. We could also go get JD5 like everybody's talking about, or go get a Michael Penix Jr., take Quinyon Mitchell at 13, which is my #1 pick. I really think now that we got Justin Wilkins, we don't need to go get one of those big dogs like Sweat or Darius Robinson in the middle. I think that's off the table. I think we go corner with our 13th pick. We go Quinyon Mitchell at a Tulane. We move back into the 1st round. We trade our 2nd round pick. We trade our 3rd round pick in this year's draft, and we move back into the 1st round, and they'll probably take Michael Penix Jr. That's just my opinion, or somebody like maybe a Rattler or J.J. McCarthy if he's available. Or they might not move back up to the 1st round and might wait till 3rd or 4th round and try to take a Joe Milton. Or maybe that kid out of Kentucky. I really like that kid out of Kentucky. Devin Leary, I believe his name is. Man, I think that kid has all the attributes to be an NFL star. And he could be a sleeper in this year's draft. He's definitely my sleeper. So check it out. Go watch the tape. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the signings and the losses today. As always, Raider Nation out. Much love Tickle them noties if you're vibing with this content. Peace. Ray!